Well, I always say that you can't cast out hate with rage. It's just not going to work. And one of the reasons, the foundational principles was, I don't believe that I have to agree with you 100% of the time in order to build with you. And that gives you a broad space of building with a lot of people. When I first came back to Seattle, the black community, black organizations, they pushed back because of the historic trauma. We don't want any white allies. They've come in before, took over everything.
And you were telling me that they pushed back against you in particular, because
yes,
you were the leader of the organization.
They didn't want it. And when I went and talked, I said, listen, we can't afford to be marginalized. Our voice, we need to have a very, very big tip. But I understand my community's pain, so just watch. The motto of Not This Time is do the work. So
what was it again? Do the work?
Do the work. Mm-hmm. So we wanted to present our community with the work because they've been lied to so much. They've been promised so much without any delivery. So there's always immediate pushback when somebody comes with these lofty goals of, we're going to give you and show you the work. So let me just say this. Because we have such a short time and there's so many dimensions, there's grassroots organizing, then you develop a campaign after that. And then there's also when you are building De-Escalate Washington, a broader coalition, building power, what that means, which is a term that's not normally something that is spoken about in black communities, building power. That means going to the Native community and saying, we've been fighting separately in this issue by ourselves and we've been losing. We need to come together. Going to Asian Pacific Islanders, doing the same thing. Going to Latino organizations, doing the same thing. So when we got all the people together with white allies, I would say they can beat us individually, but they can't beat all of us. Mm-hmm. So we had unions, most of the Native tribes in Washington State, Latino organizations, Asian Pacific Islanders, politicians, Patty Murray, the list all goes, the governor. And we had FOP, WACOPS, and WASPECs. I had a friend call me from another part of the country. How the hell did you get FOP?
Wait, who's FOP?
Fraternal Order of Police. They are known to be a very right-leaning organization of law enforcement. So I wanted to jump in there because I know our time is short. There was a time that everything almost went caboose. And that time was when larger organizations that we involved in De-Escalate Washington had ideas from power, and they don't really give credibility to grassroots movements. And this is the place where the black organizations were afraid of, right? So I told those larger organizations, it was our grassroots movement that got it sexy enough for you to even get involved. And my idea was, all the families that had experienced police-involved shootings, white families that have, Asian families, Native families, black families, we had all those families telling their stories up at the forefront. And you know what that did? That made white people say, this is not a black problem. Because everybody what does it benefit me? When our white family was up there talking about the same thing that an Asian family was talking about, and the Asians was talking about the same thing a Native family and a black family was talking about, it connected all communities from around the state. And everybody then had a self-interest, which is why we won 60% in November, because everybody could see this is something that affects all of us. And the law enforcement could not resist. They never proposed change. We played from a position of strength and gave them an opportunity to listen to the people in Washington State. That's how you get it done. I'm getting riled up, but let me